Alright, Gemini, I want you to take a pause. I want you to look around you. I want you to look and notice everything that is going on around you. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy everything that is going on in your life right now. Take it all in. Enjoy the good old days while you're still in them. If you look around closely, you will notice that these are the good old days. So if they haven't felt like the good old days lately, just take a pause. Look around and take it all in. This card is all about Andy's quote from The Office. I don't know if it was on the last episode, but it was definitely one of the last two. I'm pretty sure it was the last episode. This is the last card, so yes, this is definitely gonna be from the last episode. But Andy says on that last episode, he says, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. So he says he wish he knew. And thankfully for us, we have Nard Dog to think when this card pops up, it means that we are in the good old days. So we don't have to wish in the future that we knew that we were already in the good old days. I hope that makes sense. I think I'm starting to feel a little randomy. I don't know how to explain it. A little out of focus. So let's enjoy the good old days while we're still in them. Yeah, what these times need is some loving. Right? What else do you do with good old days? Do you hate them? It's like imagine a wish coming true, and then you're upset the wish is coming true. Because you're not thinking about the wish. I finally sat down right now. You're not focusing on the fish. Interesting. On the wish. Why did I say fish? But even if you are in the good old days and you don't focus on the good old days and you're focusing on something that's going wrong, it's very easy to let one thing, and then it envelops our whole focus. And that one thing that is going wrong, it feels like the whole world is going wrong. But even if the whole world is going wrong, we can always control the way we are. And we can always control that we go right when everything else is going wrong. So what are you focusing on? Things that your little mistakes, even if there's one mistake out of 100? Or are you focusing on those 99 things that are going right? Are you focusing on loving yourself and the ones around you? Because that's what I would do in the good old days. Look at how happy they all are. Together. Like these two are together. The Knight of Wands. And it's rushing right into the lovers. Cool. Cool. A new Knight of Wands showing up in your life to ignite this love that's there. It's been there the whole time. Even the horse looks red. I mean, it's probably brown, but the Knight of Wands. The Knights are go-getters. Oh, the Knight of Wands definitely lives in the good old days. He doesn't sit and sob. He is excited and he rushes right towards adventure. Right? The Wands is fire. Fire doesn't stop moving. Even if you have just a simple candle that's staying still, the fire keeps on moving. It doesn't stop moving even if it's still. Right? The good old days. That's why kids have a lot of energy, because they're living the good old days with freedom, the way we all should be living. So the Knight of Wands definitely lives in the good old days, full of adventure. Nothing stops the Knight of Wands. Nothing can stop you when you are in the good old days. The source. Interesting. Why is it backwards? I don't know. I don't do upside down cards. But this is what we have to upright. The source. That you are powerful. Are you in your power, or are you letting that one mistake overpower you? Right? The focus. Yeah, if there's one thing wrong right there and we zoom in and just focus on that one thing that's going wrong, it's kind of hard to enjoy the whole picture. But when you zoom out and look around you, right, and you take it all in, everything that's going on, it's a lot easier to enjoy the good old days. This source, more fire. Fire is all about power. Fire is all about desire and will. Right? Like in Avatar, the firebenders have the energy and drive to achieve what it is they want. That sounds like good old days to me, right? This guy is definitely chasing the lovers, chasing love instead of hate. That's what I would do in the good old days. And this one is upside down as well. Moment to moment. Interesting. Okay, so we were zoomed in. Right? We were having trouble. We zoomed out. Looked at the whole picture. Decided, hey, we want to enjoy the good old days while we are in them. Right? Now imagine zooming back in, but with the knowledge that you want to enjoy the good old days while you're still in them. And now, when we zoom back in, even though we're in the same place, even though nothing has changed, except for our perspective, right? But now, we can live moment to moment. That looks so cool, so glitchy. Life probably seems very magical to this guy that's hopping from rock to rock, having a good time. Having a good time in his good old days. But I would like to read this Two of Rainbows, this Two of Pentacles, Two of the Physical. Moment to moment. As this figure moves across the stones, he steps lightly and non-seriously, and at the same time absolutely balanced and alert. Behind the swirling, ever-changing waters, we can see the shapes of buildings. There appear to be a city in the background. The man is in the marketplace, but at the same time outside of it, maintaining his balance and able to watch it from above. Interesting, right? We were talking about zooming out, looking at it from up here, and then we can... Cool. This card challenges us to move away from our preoccupations with other spaces and other times and stay alert to what is happening in the here and now. Nice, right? Take a look around you. Life is a great ocean in which you can play if you drop all your judgments, your preferences, and the attachment to the details of your long-term plans. Be available to what comes your way as it comes. And don't worry if you stumble or fall. Just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, have a good laugh, and carry on, right? Then it's easy to see those mistakes as something funny when you zoom out and see things, see the whole thing, see it from your power instead of letting that little tiny mistake take over your power. The past is no more, and the future is not yet. Both are unnecessarily moving in directions which don't exist. One used to exist, but no longer exists, and one has not even started to exist. So the past used to exist, but no longer exists, and the future has not even started to exist. The only right person is one who lives moment to moment, whose arrow is directed to the moment, who is always here and now. Wherever he is, his whole consciousness, his whole being, is involved in the reality of here and in the reality of now. That's the only right direction. Only such a man can enter into the golden gate. The present is the golden gate. Here now is the golden gate. And then my vision went towards this. This looks like a golden gate right here. And you can be in the present only if you are not ambitious. No accomplishment, no desire to achieve power, money, prestige, even enlightenment, because all ambition leads you into the future. Only a non-ambitious man can remain in the present. A man who wants to be in the present has not to think, has just to see and enter the gate. Experience will come, but experience has not to be premeditated. And I think that's beautiful and perfect. Success, yes, something got through. 6 of discs, nice. I enjoy living in this card. I like those cool blues. And then some red, some power to back you up. Look at that, the source is still back there. That's pretty cool. Success. Do I need to say more? Right? Why make it more complicated than it needs to be? This feels very successful. This whole path that we were talking about. Prince of Discs. Okay. Interesting. So we have the wands. And then we have the discs. Nice. So I think this card is about things taking their time. Interesting. But we got rid of time. So the only important thing right now is nurturing the present moment. Because this is about, what's in your garden. What are you? Tend to your garden, right? What would you plant in your garden? And I'm not really necessarily talking about food, even though this card does talk about food. But like you could relate. What are your relationships in your garden? Do you want your relationships to flower? Do you want a lover, right, to work and garden and tend to the garden, tend to the lover, so that can flower, that relationship can flower, right? And your source, your power, your will, tend to your garden, work on. You don't even have to work on anything, right? No, you just gotta be. Interesting. Success. You want to tend your garden, plant some success, right? Watch it flower. So what it is, it's very simple to answer that question if you only think about the present moment. If you don't think about tomorrow or something that you can achieve, right? What is it you want right now? What is it that feels good right now? What would make today, one of those good old days where you can look back and be like, wow, that was a good old days. What was going on was beautiful. Yeah, so tend to your garden. What is it you want to plant? It may take some time, but it doesn't matter when you are in the present moment. Then it won't take time, right? Because we made time disappear. That sounds like a key. Nice. Okay. We are in the high cards too, like close to the end. Like this is the end. This is very close to the end. There's only 40 cards in this deck. And this card is all about Guten pranks. It may seem like the universe is pranking you, but do not worry. It is a Guten prank. We are the good old days, and literally every single one of these cards that popped up felt very positive. There seemed like nothing, there are no mistakes, there's nothing going wrong here. Even if it takes some time, that doesn't mean it's going wrong. Things take time, right? No. No. Interesting, I just said things take time. And the card responded with, no, they don't. No, they don't take time. You are already in the good old days. Now, watch and enjoy. So watch and enjoy, Gemini.